Returning to our top story now, turmoil on Wall Street. The Dow plunging more than 500 points today. It's the biggest drop in 4 years, but there's an important backstory to the numbers. And joining me to provide some context is Daniel Friedman, CEO of Wealth Management Group of North America. Thanks for joining us. My first question, what's driving this turbulence? And even as I ask it, I know nobody can answer that, really. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely, and you're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. What is driving it? There's a lot of things, and if anyone knew exactly what it was, then we would all be bowing down at that altar. Right. The China devaluation weeks ago, talk of the Fed raising interest rates, but ultimately what's driving this is people are selling stocks and they're afraid. So should people be afraid? I mean, what do people do right now? And let's just talk to the regular people out there, as we were just talking in the break. Not people who sit at their laptop trading stocks all day long, but people who work a job, pump money into their 401k. What do they do? What do they think at this point? Well, you know, it's a good time to sit down and take stock of your overall financial picture. You know, there's a lot of free things to go to, Yahoo Finance, Morningstar, Quicken. Look at your budget, look at your 401k. Are you diversified? There's many, many free things that you can do, and you can put your age in, and then they can come up with something that will model for you.
But those rules change as you get older and get closer to retirement. You take someone who's 5, 6, 7 years out, they're looking at it differently than someone who's a 25-year-old just starting out, right? Absolutely,
absolutely. The 25-year-old starting out, really the volatility here is her friend. You know, the volatility for someone who's 5 or 6 years away, though, is the enemy. Because if you start taking money out of your 401k, as the prices of the investments are going down, you have a unvirtuous cycle going on.
So is this the kind of thing we've been watching? We've been watching stocks actually go up for quite some time now, and this sell-off in the last, say, month or so, even in the last 3 months, is kind of alarming, and it's the kind of thing that could make a lot of people panic and turn into a bigger sell-off, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That's, you know, the fear, it's a self-completing model there. So the advice is to keep things in perspective. If we go back to one of the last times that I spoke locally, it was October of 2008.
Okay.
Since then, March of 2009, the S&P 500 touched the scary number 666. In less than 6.5 years, including today's plummeting price, it closed at 1790. Yeah. You tripled your money. So keep that in perspective. If you need the money now or in the short term, it is a good time to take a hard look and in the weeks and days, maybe take some of that risk off the table.
Right.
But a wholesale sale is going to hurt you no matter where you are right now.
All right. Daniel Friedman, we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Sadie?
Brent, thanks. Coming up here on the Fox Connecticut News at 5, we're following a developing story out of France. A gunman opens fire on a train. We'll tell you about the Americans who took him down.
You know what this beach needs?
CPR?